They say it's an honor to be a bridesmaid, but for me, it was a robbery. When my best friend Chloe asked me to be her maid of honor, I cried tears of joy. I didn't know I was signing a contract to go bankrupt. Chloe wanted the Instagram wedding of the year, and she expected us, her 8 bridesmaids, to pay for it. First, it was the dress. It has to be Vera Wang, she said. $800. Then the bridal shower. I want a flower wall and a champagne tower. $500 each. I was draining my savings account. I ate instant noodles for months. Whenever I tried to tell her I was struggling, she'd guilt-trip me. "Don't you love me? This is my day. Don't be selfish." Then came the Bachelorette party. "We're going to Mykonos," Chloe announced. 7 days in a luxury villa. She sent us the Venmo request. $3,500 per person. My stomach dropped. That was my rent for 2 months. "I booked everything to make it easy for you guys," Chloe texted the group chat. "Just Venmo me directly and I'll pay the vendors. It's a package deal." I hesitated, but I paid. I put it on a credit card with high interest. I didn't want to lose my best friend. 2 days before the trip, I wanted to upgrade my room to have a sea view as a surprise for myself, since I was paying so much anyway. I called the villa in Mykonos directly. "Hi, I'm with the Chloe Miller party," I said. "I'd like to check the rate for an upgrade." The receptionist paused. "Certainly, madam. The current rate for the entire 8-bedroom villa is $8,000 for the week." I froze. $8,000? I repeated. "For everyone?" "Yes, madam. It's fully paid." I hung up. I pulled out my calculator. Chloe had asked 8 girls to pay $3,500 each. That's $28,000. The villa cost $8,000. Where was the other $20,000 going? I started digging. I called the limo service she booked. Actual price, $600. Price she charged us, $2,000. I called the private chef. Actual price, $1,000. Price she charged us, $4,000. She wasn't just bad at math, she was running a Ponzi scheme. She was overcharging her best friends to fund her entire wedding and honeymoon. We weren't bridesmaids, we were investors. I felt sick. I felt betrayed, but mostly I felt angry. I didn't confront her immediately. I waited. I created a spreadsheet. Column A, what Chloe charged us. Column B, actual vendor price. Column C, the profit Chloe pocketed. Total theft, $25,000. She was essentially getting a free wedding paid for by our debt. The rehearsal dinner, the night before the wedding. Everyone was there, the groom, his parents, who were paying for the venue, and all the bridesmaids. Chloe stood up to give a toast. "I am so blessed to have such supportive friends who would do anything for me," she gushed, looking at us. I stood up. I tapped my glass. "Chloe is right," I said, smiling. "We really did pay a lot to be here. Literally." I pulled out a stack of papers, copies of my spreadsheet and the real invoices from the hotel. "I was confused about the budget," I said, walking over to the groom, Mark. "Mark, did you know that the bridesmaids paid $28,000 for a villa that only cost $8,000? Mark looked confused. "What? No, Chloe said her parents paid for the trip." "Nope," I said, handing him the papers. "We paid for it. And we paid for your honeymoon suite, apparently, and the flowers, and the DJ. I turned to the other bridesmaids. "Check your Venmos. She scammed us. She skimmed $25,000 off her best friends." The room exploded. The other bridesmaids started screaming. One of them threw wine. Chloe tried to deny it. "It was a handling fee for my time. I organized it." "A 300% handling fee?" I laughed. Mark looked at the spreadsheet. He looked at Chloe. He looked disgusted. "You stole from them?" he whispered. "You lied to me?" The wedding didn't happen. Mark called it off that night. He realized that if she could steal from her best friends, she would empty his bank account in a year. We, the bridesmaids, threatened to sue Chloe for fraud. Her parents were so humiliated they wrote us checks to reimburse every penny just to keep us quiet. I took that $3,500 refund and went to Mykonos anyway, alone. And honestly, the view is much better without a snake in it.